Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. Follow me on my finance channel at AIH Finance. So I'm going to ask you a question in the beginning, and then I'm going to talk about it. But do you think the sports card hobbyists are dumping Star Wars now? Right? I was saying that, okay, this pump and dump thing may be going on. All right. And I gave examples of what happened with the PMG hype last year with the Fleer 86, NBA Top Shot, just to mention a few items. And I've mentioned instances that I saw this when I covered the gold and silver YouTube community about a decade ago. So, put this into perspective. I want, before I do, I want you guys to respond. There's no right or wrong answer, but I'll just tell you a few things. Today, I was having a pretty good day, played ping pong at work. Then Ziggy sent me a message on YouTube, and he said, "You got to see this video with DAP Sports, great curator in Merly World." So I'm like, okay, let me see. And then I saw the title. The title had like something like Star Wars card could go up to $100,000 or something like that, and some very catchy title. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, seriously, seriously. So to get started, the Merly World had a card, $5,000, sold it to the great curator for about $20,000. Or no, not. Excuse me. Merly sold it to great curator for 5K. Curator sold it to, I think, DAP Sports for 20K, and DAP Sports is very bullish on it. And that being said, all I will say is when you have a large audience, it's very easy for the card to get hyped up, especially with low population size. Now, once again, does it mean in all cases that people are pumping and dumping? No. But in my opinion, some hanky panky is probably going on. Okay? So, how this usually works out is in these schemes, you have a lot of hype going in, right? People buy up the cards, a lot of hype, and then they dump it on, right? You saw it with the PMGs, you saw it with Fleer 86 last year, you saw it with NBA Top Shot. And I saw this same pattern with gold and silver. I didn't understand it at that time. I was naive at the time, but after looking at this pattern over and over and over again, and I've highlighted this. Some people sometimes says you're not saying what examples over a decade ago. I've talked about it in previous videos. I could talk about it again. I may bring on my buddy Don in the coming days, and we'll talk about it. But I'm just looking at this and thinking to myself, okay, you have a card, $5,000 within a relatively short time, and then it sells for 20,000. And now a catchy title says, is it a $100,000 card? And you have to remember, in these markets, right? It's usually buy the rumor, sell the news, like in the stock market, right? There's a similarity in terms of all of these hype, right? Buy the rumor, sell the news. Like for instance, Super Bowl, all the cards get hyped up and then they plummet right after the Super Bowl, right? Buy the rumor, sell the news. And I was talking, I believe, to Pancake Analytics, and he said that, hey, look, this one Star Wars series is coming out, I think, the next few days, and it may be worthwhile to unload your cards at that moment, right? That doesn't mean that everyone is doing it, but the timing does seem suspicious. And I did see him comment in one of the videos that, hey, look, it's suspicious. But long story short, what do you guys think? Do you think the Star Wars dump is underway? Because if you look at before the pandemic, you didn't see these cards going from $5,000 to $20,000 and then what, $100,000. And you have to remember that post pandemic, a lot of that hype that we saw in 2020, 2021 is no longer there. So I believe what people are doing, they're trying to find cards that may look nice from an artistic value, right? And trying to say, oh, this is awesome. This is amazing, right? And running and front running that trade, the gravy train, they're hyping up the gravy train and then selling to the next sucker, right? You sell it, you sell it, and you sell it. But what sometimes happens though is flippers who don't have any evil intention, they then jump on the bandwagon. So what happens with these hype things is you have the flipper say, oh, look, wait, a lot of the guys are chasing, so I got to chase, buy high and sell higher. This is what the hedge funds do. But ultimately, they're a bunch of bag holders. And we're seeing a lot of bag holders the past year, and they're getting really salty. They're getting really negative. And people are complaining, why are you being negative? Well, when you have people running the hype train, influencers, obviously there's going to be bag holders. Obviously, you need to sell first if you want to make that money. And a lot of people are turning on them. And in my opinion, it is a very fragile strategy that influencers are using. They could get away with it in 2020, 2021 because of the easy money. They got away with it with Marvel PMGs, but at the end of the day, a lot of people did end up getting burned. So I'm going to ask you guys again, are the sports card hobbyists dumping, right? I got a lot of heat when I did the Star Wars video a few weeks ago. Comment section, people that are on YouTube went after me. But when I see titles, with a potential card going to $100,000, that looks like some hanky panky to me. But I could be wrong, guys, right? Let me know what you think about all this. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys. Thank you. Bye.